What is up, YouTube? 4Leaf Cards here. Hey, thanks for clicking. I hope everyone's excited about the National that's going. If you're not going, I'm so sorry. We'd love to have you out there, but them's the breaks, I guess. But hey, just a reminder, 4Leaf $5 finder's fee. If you're going to the National, find me. I got them all in the envelopes. Man, I am super pumped about that. And with all my funny cards and weird collections, I'm really easy to buy for. But anyway, wanted to just document some cards that I'm taking along. I haven't made any commitment yet, but this is out of my vintage purchase that I might grade. And a little stack of cards here that will be getting graded, I believe. I'm 99% sure on that. That we're going to try to sell for the estate. I just couldn't afford some of those. Although if I put my budget, I didn't spend anything else, maybe I could just buy those. But anyway, I'm going to need to buy some of them anyway, so maybe I should. But anyway, Roger Maris. So just take a look. I want to document them, just make sure I get them all in Ultra Pro semi-rigids. And then they're not team bags, but basically team bag to keep the dust out. And get them there in good shape. So here's the Roger Maris. Looks pretty good. Mostly a documentation. And some of these will not be for sale because I need them for my set, but I got a couple of Hanks. So I may try to, this one's got a little bit of a corner. It's centered fairly good. I tried to pick ones where the color's really good and the edges and corners weren't too bad. And I couldn't find anything major on the surfaces. I think this is my best Hank. 59 Maris. Sorry for the glare, but I wanted to get these guys protected before monkeying around with them. Corners look pretty good. That one actually looks, it's a little off-centered, but not by much. We got Willie Mays. Getting a little off-centered, a little bit of corner there, bottom left, but nothing serious. Hank. This is maybe one of my favorite ones. A little bit of edge on that. I know they're going to ding it hard. I mean, I'm not expecting sevens. I'm kind of hoping for threes and maybe a 4 on one. This is a Johnny Unitas. These edges are a little raggedy, but that's kind of how the cards are. Little ding on that corner. There's a couple more Hanks. Let's get a mark. I don't know if they'll, that's like a factory mark though, I think. Maybe a little bit of surface wear there. I don't know if that's a factory, like something at the factory. I don't know, they'll probably ding it anyway, but maybe a slight surface thing there. This one I might not turn in. It looks fairly good, but I mean obviously not centered. But I might not even spend my money. Some of these, so I can either get them graded. I think I'm going to go with SGC at the show and get them back at the show for like 135. So I'm definitely not doing that with my cards. But supposedly this one's got a pretty darn corner there. 15 bucks, you can at least drop them off and then they'll do it and ship it back to you. So that's less risk one way. There's a Clemente, a little bit of ragged edge, off-centered, but the colors are good. These cards look good. They look good, but they're probably 2s. Now this Unitas I know has a crease. Where is it? It's in his, I don't know if you can see it through everything, but it kind of goes right here. But I think I may just, and it's definitely miscut, so it's probably going to be a 1. But if you look at some of the ones that are out there that are selling for decent money, They do not look as good as this. There are a lot of surface issues. These surfaces are really nice. The colors are really vibrant. So I have a feeling if I get this graded as, and it's a 1, I'm sure it is, that I could sell it or trade it as a really nice looking one. And Jim Cott. So it's pretty good. A little off-centered, obviously. And Bob Gibson. This one had a little bit of well, it's got a little bit of a stain down there. I don't know if they'll ding that hard or not. And it did have a little bit of bubblegum residue on there that I just gently wiped off with some pantyhose, just to kind of clear. It was in the blue area and it was just bugging the heck out of me. Okay, now these are the ones that I need to sell one way or another, or buy. Now this really looked good, but then when I was really looking at it, there's something that jumped out at me. I can't find it now, but I think there's a little surface thing in the top left corner. Don't know, but I mean, it looks good. It's a beautiful raw card, but we're gonna see, I guess, how it grades. These are the ones that I kind of picked out that have potential to sell for a little bit higher. Here's the mantle. The mantle does have a little bit of a something up there. So, I don't know. This one might not grade high. I may just buy this one raw from them. I'll have to think about it. I don't want to. The thing I don't want to do to the family is spend a bunch of money to get it as a 1, and then it doesn't sell very. You know, we spent money and we lost that profit. Where I could just give them a good, decent price on raw without grading. Here's another Gibson. Kind of picked the best one out of the, although I don't know if that's, I don't think that's something on the, it's not like a bump or anything, it's just a spot. Picked the best one out for them to send in to grade, and I bought the rest raw. It's the mantle. I should be showing the backs of these. There's the mantle all-star. I think they're gonna get me on edges. This back corner might have a little bit of a, it's a little bit of a risk. I think we can get 2s on most of these, maybe 3s. And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll pop a 4. I think it's highly unlikely. Every card's got a little something that I don't think is going to get a 4. There's that corner there on this mantle. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous cards. I don't know if that's a print mark. And here's some of the bigger ones now. So this Jimmy Brown is beautiful, except if you can see it here, it's an elastic band mark around it. Some of the cards in the collection had that. Looked like you put it around the corners. Oofda. Oofda, oofda. So that's serious. I don't know if this is going to end up as a 1 because of that, but of the Jimmy Browns that I've been looking at, man, this one is good. Other than that thing, it's fairly centered. The colors are good. No scratch on the back. I mean, a little bit of edge stuff on there, but man, it's a beautiful card. Can I show the back of these? Just making sure. The other thing too is, like, if something happens, I'll have a video of, you know, what they look like before I put them in. Because they ain't coming out of these plastics. anymore. Here's the big boy. This one is traditionally miscut. They're man, almost all of them. Not all, but it's very hard to get one with much border on the top. But the colors are good, and it's not in horrible shape. I don't think there was anything major on the surface with this one. It was just pretty miscut. So, if we could get a 3 miscut, we could be talking pretty decent. If it's a 2 miscut, man, it whacks thousands of dollars off. It's just crazy. But it's in good shape otherwise. Maybe a little bit of marking on the back. I don't know if they'll ding that or not. So that's the big boy that we hope gets a good grade. And ended up here with the Bob Cousy. And maybe I just had it there. There's a little bit of a, it's kind of like an indent. It doesn't come all the way through, but it's like a push out from the back to the front. So it's definitely going to get dinged. I don't know if they'll put it down to a 1. The rest of the card looks pretty good. Corners are decent, a little miscut, but this set is historically just miscut. Tough to get high grades. So the lower grades sell fairly decently. So there you go. That is my stack of cards to bring to the National to get graded. And maybes, bunch of maybes. Some of them I might do just, like the Maris and the Gibson, maybe the Cott, Unitas. Maybe not some of these other ones. Maybe that Aaron. I don't know. I gotta think about it because it's a bunch of money. I don't need them graded. I'm not a grading. And actually, it's a pain in the neck because then they don't go in the set well in the binder. But for the sets that we're building, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I feel like some of these are cards that need to be encapsulated. I wish they just had a service that was just like encapsulation. But anyway. So there you go, getting excited. Some more pre-national video for you. So be looking for a bunch of videos. If you're going to the National, find me to get your $5 finder's fee. That's pretty exciting. I'm super pumped about that. Looking forward to seeing everybody. And if you're not going to be there, we'll probably go live a couple times. Definitely Thursday night. Maybe everybody will be going live. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But anyway, we'll be putting out videos, going live, hanging out. Try to bring you guys that can't get there to the show and kind of hang out with us for a little bit via the interwebs. So there you go. That's all I got for now. If you guys are open anything, best of luck to you. Don't forget to collect to connect and have an awesome day.